touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Tackle made at the 22-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Balaj. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And 22 more yards there and another first down. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And for Aaron Rodgers, he's got a lot of footballs on his mantle from all his accolades, but maybe that's another one he wants to keep. He just went over 60,000 career passing yards, and We already know he's going to be a Hall of Famer. He's accomplished so much. The work is done, but he just continues to put in more work and pass more milestones. Congratulations to Aaron Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Jones fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him again, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A give up the middle to Evans. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it with Balaj, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers got Dobbs over the middle. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
To throw is Rodgers. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Jared Davis drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's taken it around the 40. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. On first down, it's Fields. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Credit the tackle that time to the Sean Hand.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 44, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jared Davis able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Caught on the right side by Jones. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 54 yards. And the Packers take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Fields and the Bears now with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Balaj, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for the Chicago Bears. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, Fields. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it.
Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing again is Fields. Open man, completes it to Claypool. He's got room at the 30, and they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Fields. And it's caught. And the Bears are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's another Bears first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Second down and goal. Fields. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's third and goal. To the air again, Fields. Got his man, and it's caught. Chicago touchdown. Kalen Ballage, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are able to at least get one score back. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for two. They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a first and 10. That's to about the 28, second down coming up. And they get the guard, John Runyon. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy,
But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he is going to have a Packers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll go again to Jones. And he's got some space here. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers rolling to his right. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Ben Banagoo in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so, and maybe you've actually clicked him off in your head. Trying to add to this lead.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. His throw incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
To throw again on second down. Fields. And his throw here's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Fields. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And that one results in 35 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Fields throwing again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. In motion right is Jones. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Again, Fields. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they will take a knee here. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice. So this offense, which was humming all game, ends on a negative play. We didn't see many of those as he takes the knee, but what an explosion and a good win.
Can we call it a negative positive play?
There you go.
An oxymoron to end the ball game.
And they can watch the clock go down and celebrate the victory. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Green Bay, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.